Hey guys, it's Anisha from the 5 Years of 40 podcast. Welcome back to another episode. This is the final episode of 2022. And as always, I like to close off the year with telling you 10 things that I've learned this year that has proven really beneficial for me. So if you want to learn more about that, please join me. Okay, guys, welcome back. And you know, this podcast is dedicated to millennials who are talking and thinking and taking tremendous steps towards a fascinating future. So, all the information we share here is just to help us to be a little more fascinating, which is not a bad objective in life, right? But I'm so glad that you're here. If you're new, if you're brand new, welcome. And if you're a returning Fiverr, then I always love that you decided to click on and stay on for this episode. So, let's get right into it. So you know the saying that it takes a village to grow up a child? It actually takes a village to grow up an adult as well, I'm learning. It's really important for us to have people around us who would support us, who would show up for us, who we can show up for, who would stand in the gap, who would mentor us, who would pull us aside and say, hey girl, listen, you need to take care of this, or I love the way you took care of this. It's really super important. And a way you can do that is to try reaching out more to people, because sometimes people seem to be strangers but they have a lot of shared interests with you, and you could talk with them and you never know where it can lead to. Also, doing things like joining groups, networking. If there's a particular interest that you have in baking and cooking and speaking, I always advocate for Toastmasters as a Toastmaster myself, to just join groups that you have interest in, and you are able to connect with other people and build your adult village, as you would call it. The second thing I found in 2022 that was really useful was setting routines. And listen, we all have routines anyway. We all follow particular habits and ways of behavior anyway. And our brain loves it. Our brain loves patterns. Our brain like knowing that we're doing this at this time, that at that time. That's why it's so hard sometimes to get out of that. If you want to start something new like exercising or drinking water, you find like, why I keep forgetting? Because your brain is not used to it and doesn't want you to do anything new because it likes the pattern it had before. Okay. But regardless of that, we can improve our patterns and improve the things we do simply by changing little tweaks, right? So for me, I started a morning routine. Don't get overwhelmed. I know there's a lot out there about morning routines changing your whole life, and it's true, but you don't have to be overwhelmed. Like, you can start with little things like 5 minutes. You get up in the morning, you take 5 minutes to read something, or forget reading. 5 minutes in the morning just to sit in silence, or 5 minutes in the morning to pray. Now that's powerful. You want to leave your house, pray it up. The world out there, child, don't leave your house without getting prayed up, is all I'm gonna say. Like, sit in silence for 5 minutes, the very least you could do. You could do something like 10 minutes of exercise. Not a lot, right? But just being intentional about how you start your day is transformational to the type of day you have, and the type of day you have kind of dictates the type of month you have, dictates the type of year you have. Next thing you know, 2023, best year ever, because you just decided to sit quietly in the morning, child, and pray and get your mind together, and decide on the things that you want to do, and focus on the goals that you have for your life, your beautiful, fascinating life, and then go out in the world. You're welcome. So try it, right? Routines. That is worked for me, and I'm sure that it will work for you. And the third thing I learned in 2022 that helped me tremendously is affirming myself. Affirmations are a cliche right now. Everybody's like, affirm. And it's a cliche because it's a repeated truth. It's really powerful. You might say, why do I need to affirm myself? Well, affirmations help to motivate you towards a desired outcome. You're basically able to speak life over yourself. It helps you to improve your thought patterns, like to be more positive and to be more intentional about the things you want for your life. So that's a lot of benefits. Now, before you start to say, oh, this sounds so new world, and I don't even know how to get started, I got to help you. Oh gosh, hold on now. All you have to do is to create a set of words, or even you might find words online, because like I said, they're cliche, they're all over. Just something that when you hear it, it clicks. Like, this can work for me. And then you just say it all the time, especially in times when you feel discouraged, I would say it even before you feel discouraged. Get ahead of the things that you know that might be challenging, and all you need to do is just pair it with times with other things that you do. For example, you could say that when you're brushing your teeth every morning, you're saying your affirmations. Or when you're leaving the house, you have to leave the house every day, right? So when you're leaving the house, you say affirmation as you go through the door. Or when you are opening a door, you open several doors every day. Your bathroom door, your work door, your home door, whatever door you open, you just have that little affirmation in your head. Uh, Something, I am limitless, I am strong, I'm beautiful, I am confident in myself. I can, everything that happens to me is for my highest good. That's one of my favorite affirmations. Everything is for my greatest and highest good. So whatever the situation looks like is for my greatest and highest good. So you can just affirm yourself in whatever situation. So it's easy to do, and you should definitely try it. And here's how much more I want to help you. I'm really excited. You know I always like to do these giveaways on the final episode, right? So for the final episode, this final episode of 2022, I am giving away this beautiful plaque that says you are limitless. It is one of the pieces from my new business venture, Well Worded, an affirmation accessory store that I have, and it's you can check it out at the monthly Retail Circle Grenada pop-up. That's where I have my pieces. And I want to thank all you guys who came out in December and bought all the beautiful things that were there. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. But to get back on track, I'm giving this away, and I'm going to give you details on how you can grab one of these at the end of this episode, so keep listening. But number 3, affirm yourself. Okay, so the fourth thing that I learned in 2022, or that was reinforced in 2022, that can really help to have a fascinating life is accountability. Why do we need accountability? Well, the thing is, our life is up to us. The quality of life, the kind of people in it. No amount of bad boyfriend, husband, boss, children, conditions, rain, bad hairdays, whatever, could ever account for you not achieving your goals. At the end of the day, it's up to us to live and experience the things that we want to experience. So accountability is something that helps you to recognize, okay, the ball is in my court. I'm not going to get overwhelmed. I'm going to run with it. The ball is in my court. I could slow it down. I could speed it up. Whatever I want to do, I can do it. And that's actually very empowering. So how do you become more accountable? Easy. Get an accountability partner. Get somebody who on that wavelength, who understands that for us to move forward in life and achieve the things we want to achieve. And I always like to just be clear, when it comes to achievement, I'm not only talking about the things that people, the Instagrammable things people have on, you have a degree, or you lose weight, or you get married, or you what. It's not only about that, and those are beautiful things. And if that's your goal, big noise in the comments. When you post it, I'm gonna be like, yes, I like to see you. But it could also be little things like eating healthier. It could also be little things like being kinder to yourself. It could also be little things like having a better, more present relationship with your mom, with your daughter, with your son. It could be all of those things. But you need somebody to keep you on track to say, hey, we said we're going to do this, so you will do it. You said you're going to take your daughter out every month, once a month, so you need to do it. You said you would get her a tutor to help her with math, so where are you with that? Like, how is that going? Have an accountability partner. Of course, there are other options, because there are things like you can join accountability groups. You can work with a coach like myself, and I'm opening up my accountability program again in January 15th, and I'll give you more information. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll find that, and I'll do a special episode just kind of detailing what you can expect from that program for the next 90 days, okay? But not to digress, the point is accountability really helps us to do what we say we would do. And we're at the age where we need to be able to do that. We all slip, we all fall off track. But the point is, with accountability, it increases the odds of us staying on track and moving forward towards this fascinating life that we always say that we are going to do. And that we will do, by the way. But number five, what I really learned this year was having faith is really important. Like, you have to have faith, especially in times like these where things are could get wonkers. Like, there's a lot going on in the world, a lot going on with people. There's a lot of shitty situations, excuse my language, according to that people have unexpected situations coming up in your family, in your home, at work, unfair things, adversity in places where you didn't even expect you to be at war at. Like, we don't even need to be fighting. Why are we fighting? Um, and it's really important for you to have faith, because sometimes you do the right things, you show up in the right ways, you support people, you give them the things that you think that they need, although that may not be what they necessarily need, but you think that's what they need, so you do it. And sometimes it just seems like it's not enough. But in situations like that, I would tell you that having faith is critical, and just knowing that things will work out the way they're supposed to. So how you can do that is simple. For me, I have, really devoted the amount of time I spend in terms of prayer and journaling and grounding myself, and that has been useful. So, encourage your faith. Again, affirmations work here really well. One of my favorite affirmations I shared with you before is, only good will come out of whatever the situation is, whatever is going on, whatever feels like it's threatening your sense of peace, or it feels like if you're in an area of adversity when you don't really want to be. Just remind yourself, God is in control. He hears you before you even ask. He answers, says our favorite book. So you just have to believe in that and know that things are always working out for your greatest and highest good. Okay, but having faith, all you, especially now, real critical, and definitely gonna be something we're doing more of in 2023. The fifth thing I learned in 2022 that really helped me to have a more fascinating life is that you have to respect the seasons of your life. We are constantly in states of ebb and flow. Sometimes things are going exceptionally well, and sometimes you're down in the trenches. And you just have to understand that none of the things last forever. Not good, not bad, not now, will last forever. And so you just have to ride it out. Stop resisting it so much, and just know that you can experience the good, enjoy it, and then the bad might come around. You can experience it and not let it dictate all the other beautiful things that you would have encountered in your life before and will encounter in time to come. And one of the best ways I believe that you can help yourself to move through these seasons of ebbs and flows, because we all have it, right, is just having a sense of self-awareness and understanding that, the seasons come and the seasons go. If this is soft life season, do your soft life season. And if this is disappear for a while and work hard and get yourself together, you disappear and you work hard and you get yourself together. And if this is a season for celebrating, you celebrate. And if this is a season for you to get in your books, you get in your books. If it's a season to build your dream business, your best relationship, your happy marriage, build it with all the fervor and everything that you have, and you do it because there's a season for it. It's a season for building. And if it's a season to tear down something and kick it out, you do that. Respect the seasons of your life, and that will help you to move from them with more ease and more grace, and just enjoy where you are. Okay. And also, while you're respecting it, know that you can't stay in one season. Never try to stay in a season too long that you should. Whether it is celebration season or soft life season, and so much out here on this soft life season. Enjoy a soft life season. But when it's time to build, sis, get your boots on and be ready to build, so we can cycle back to the soft life season. Don't be sitting on soft life season when everything. Don't be the ants and the cricket. It's the cricket and the ants. The cricket who was out here playing around in soft life season when he's supposed to be building and putting away food for the winter. And then when the winter come, he trying to get to them ants, and them ants jamming in the little ant hill. They jamming because outside cold, but it did the work that it needed to do, so that they can have warmth and food in the winter season. So who knows when it's the winter of your discontent? Make sure that while you're in soft life season, you enjoy it, sis, and you be ready for whatever else is to come. The seventh thing I discovered was really helpful in 2022 was to just romanticize your life. Romanticize your life, because why not? Because life could be challenging and we can have things that we need to, hurdles we need to jump over, but all through it you could romance your life, like buy a nice pair of earrings. Speaking of which, my daughter gave me these for Christmas. I love her. She got so much good taste. I wonder where that came from. All right, but yeah, she gave me this for Christmas. But buy yourself a nice pair of earrings, or go on a nice walk, like early morning, taking like the air and the way the birds and animals as we sounded early in the morning, or go on the beach in the evening, take some sunset pictures. There's so much easy ways to romance your life. You could buy a plant or go to a plant store and just walk through the gardens and just feel all that goodness all around you. But buy a plant for real. I mean, they have plants for like $5 you can buy and bring home. And if you buy a $5 plant every month, by the end of the year you have 12 thriving plants in your home, right? So yeah, do stuff like that. Like, have little things in your home. If you are in a season where you're trying to attract like the perfect mate, make yourself comfortable, make your home comfortable, warm, attractive, cozy. So when Mr. Man comes, he knows, oh, this is where I want to be. He want to be around you. Like, be intentional about those things. Romance your life, not just for him but for you, so you could have a sense of wonder about yourself. Baby girl, it's beautiful. And men, same thing. Romance your life. Do the things you like to do, not because the boys are doing it, but because they're things that you like to do. You know, if you want to take a girl out to a decent thing, just say, oh, I'm gonna study in restaurant just giving people my money away. Experience the thing, now, man, before you criticize it. Go and see if you like the thing, and then you could talk about it with your boys. Yeah, but I went to this place and the food tastes really good, and you know the lighting. I mean, I tell them about the lighting, but you know, you could have a better conversation. Is what I'm saying. Romance your life. We only get this one. Number 8, the thing I learned that was really important for 2022 is to focus. We are surrounded by distractions. That's why we really need to be focused. There's a lot of things, a lot of gadgets, a lot of activities, a lot of people that are distracting, that come into our lives and come into our space and ask us to do this and ask us to go here and ask us to, you know, take on this load. And if you really want to show up in the world as excellent, it's easy nowadays, because all you need to do is to just focus and hone in on one thing that you're good at and you give your attention to, and next thing you know, you're thriving at it. So focus is really important in this season. I found it really beneficial when I wanted to achieve certain things. I just zone in and focus, and that helped me. Some of the things that I did is to create do not disturb times for myself, especially when I was doing things that I love to do. And man, you just get to flow. So you take off the TV, you turn off all your distractions, and you just write. And you tell yourself, I'm not pressuring myself, 20 minutes of writing or 400 words of writing. And when you reach 400, you're done. And you can get it done by just removing the distractions and giving yourself the time that you need. Designate time for the things that you're passionate about. You can also use alarms and follow the alarm. And you can also do things like meditate and read. Those things really help to improve your thought patterns, sharpen your brain, and help you to focus. In 2022, there's a lot of things I learned. Number 9 would be to prioritize being kind over being nice. And you can do both, but if you have to prioritize being kind over being nice. And when it comes to interacting with people and being honest, a nice person will prioritize being nice by saying, yeah, I could do that for you. And you know, ask them for a favor. And then when you walk out of the room, they will say, oh, but why she has to make me do that? Now that making me have to go and do this, and I have to move this around, and I have to add this, and I have to ask my family to help, and you know, why this person like that? Da, da, da. But they're being nice to you. They're telling you, yeah, I will do it. But they're not necessarily being kind, because when you're out of earshot, they have a whole lot to say about helping you. So Hannah, help yourself and help other people by just being kind and saying, I would love to help, but in this instance, I'm not able to. So if there's something else I could do, or I could help you halfway, or whatnot, I can, but I'm not able to do it right now. That way, the person knows, okay, let me explore another option, and they don't feel as though, you know, you're helping them, but then you're helping them above their hearts. Like that's not good. That's being a people pleaser, and it's being fake, to be honest. So I just discovered that it's easier to say I'm not able to assist, or I am able to assist, but this is the timeline I have, and that is being kind, than to say yes and be nice and then do it grudgingly. That's all. And number 10 is your health is your greatest wealth. I learned that because I shared earlier with my health scare with my high cholesterol, and I had to change so much of the things that I was doing. And I'm thankful that it showed up, and I'm thankful that I paid attention. And the reason why we need to be doing this is because our body, this one little this 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 present gift that we have right now, with bodies would have changed and evolved over the years, but in this state that it is right now, aren't they gorgeous though? In all shapes and forms and sizes, aren't they beautiful? They get us up. These knees just crank a little bit, they hurt a little bit, they crack when you think, but you know, they're taking where you need to go. Your mind is good, your heart pumping all this blood and stuff all through your body. You know, our bodies are beautiful, and the things that we do help to support them. So if something beautiful, why not take care of it? You have a beautiful car, you wash it down every 2 minutes, you want this, you want that. You have a beautiful house, you want to add this, you want to buy that for it, you want to, your body, most precious thing ever. You don't want to go by the doctor, check out your doctor. Have routine health visits at least once a year, and don't ignore when you have pains or things that feel odd, and don't ignore your intuition about them pain either, because your intuition always knows. Okay, that gut feeling, this might be more than just the pain or achy back. This might be something deeper. Listen to that and take care of yourself and take care of each other. All right, so that's it. That was 10 things I learned for 2022. I think I did okay. Y'all let me know what was your most powerful thing in 2022 that you learned. Leave the comment, and of course, if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. I'd love to see you back here in 2023. Thank you so much for jamming with me for the year to come. I'm gonna come right back to tell you about the details for the giveaway. In the meantime, have an amazing 2022, and I love you guys. Bye. Okay guys, so let's talk about the details for the giveaway. Okay, so I'll be giving away this beautiful affirmation plaque that says you are limitless, because you are. You're fascinating and you're limitless. It is gonna be coming from my store, Well Worded, which is an affirmation accessory store. Now, the details, easy to win. All you need to do is to make sure you're subscribed to the channel, make sure you're following me on Instagram, because I'll just double check that, and just leave a comment on either Instagram or YouTube letting me know what is your favorite affirmation. Like, what is the word or some words, group of words that you use every day or ever so often to get you through, get you started, get you motivated to change your thought patterns. Let's say you're thinking a little negative and you're like, nope, not today. I'm not going to go down with those negative thoughts. I am powerful. I am limitless. I am wonderfully and fearfully made. What are your favorite words? And we'll just be choosing a person by random, but I just love to hear you guys and to learn about your fascinating life. So please be sure to take part, and you can win this beautiful plaque, and you can put it on your workstation. You can hang it up on your wall. You can have it in your bathroom next to your mirror, wherever it is you want to put it, just so you can remind yourself that you are in fact limitless. And please be sure to support my store, Well Worded, the accessory store, and it's available at Retail Circle Grenada. So whenever we're popping up, make sure you follow Retail Circle Grenada too. You can get to buy even more things. or support in other ways. All right, thank you guys so much. I wish you a wonderful new 2023, and the prize will be given away on January 15th. So you have 15 days to go ahead and to leave your beautiful comments, to subscribe to the podcast on YouTube, and to follow me on Instagram. All right, that's it. That's all for tonight. And yeah, bye.